There's a moment, just after sunrise, when the highway is empty, the air is crisp, and a low, sleek shape glides forward with silent determination. No engine rumble. No gear shifts. Just motion. This is the all-new 2026 Polestar 2. Not just a refresh, but a renaissance. And it's not just efficient, it's remarkable. With the updated battery, this car now delivers up to 340 miles of EPA-estimated range, a massive leap from the previous model. 0 to 60 in under 4.5 seconds in dual-motor form. A drag coefficient of just 0.23, one of the most aerodynamic EVs in its class. And a price that undercuts nearly every rival by thousands. This isn't just Polestar's most popular model, it's their most important. Because the Polestar 2 was always the gateway to Scandinavian electric performance. And now, with a major 2026 update, it's sharper, smarter, and more capable than ever. From the moment it appears, with its blade headlights glowing like digital knives, its fastback silhouette cutting through the morning mist, you know this is different. It's not pretending to be a combustion car. It's embracing the future, with confidence, style, and real-world practicality. Today, we're diving deep into the updated Polestar 2. From its refined design to its driver-focused cockpit, from its whisper-quiet performance to its record-breaking battery tech. We'll break down how far it goes, how fast it charges, and whether it can truly go toe-to-toe with the Tesla Model 3, Hyundai Ioniq 6, and even the BMW i4. And by the end, you'll know, is this the most underrated electric fastback on the market? Or is it too quiet to be exciting? Let's find out. Let's start with the way it looks, because the 2026 Polestar 2 doesn't just carry on the brand's design language, it evolves it. At first glance, it's unmistakably Scandinavian. That long hood, the fastback roofline, the wide stance, but everything about it feels more refined. Sculpted. Purposeful. The overall length is 183.4 inches, width 72.9, height just 56.5, making it slightly longer than before, with a roofline that flows into the trunk like water. And with a drag coefficient of just 0.23, it's one of the most aerodynamic production EVs in its class. A key reason it's so efficient and quiet at speed. Up front, you're greeted by the updated blade headlights, a signature Polestar design element that pulses with light when you unlock the car. It's not just for show. It houses sensors for driver assistance and adaptive cooling for the battery and motors. On either side are the ultra-slim, full LED headlights, now with dynamic turn signals and animated welcome sequences that light up like a greeting when you approach. There's no traditional grille, of course, no engine to cool, but Polestar didn't leave a blank space. Instead, they've sculpted a smooth, aerodynamic intake with active shutters that open only when needed for battery or motor cooling. It's clean, functional, and still unmistakably Polestar. Now step back and take in the profile, because this is where the Polestar 2 really shines. That long hood, the short rear deck, the fastback roofline that flows seamlessly into the trunk. The doors open with a soft click, revealing frameless windows and flush door handles that pop out when you approach. And look at those wheels, 19-inch alloys on the base model, 20-inch on the performance pack, wrapped in low rolling resistance tires, filling the arches perfectly. They're not just stylish, they're lightweight and aerodynamically sculpted, with optional aero covers to further reduce drag. The side profile is defined by a single, sharp character line that runs from the front fender all the way to the taillights, clean, uninterrupted, and purposeful. No clutter, no unnecessary vents. Just smooth, flowing surfaces that guide the eye from front to back. And check out the rear quarter windows. They taper into the C-pillar with a subtle crease that echoes Polestar's recent design language, but with a more refined, efficiency-focused execution. Around back, the story continues. You've got a full-width LED light bar, not just a strip, but a dynamic display that animates when you unlock the car and pulses when you brake. The trunk lid is smooth and uncluttered, with a subtle lip spoiler for downforce. And the rear diffuser? Pure style, no exhaust to hide, of course, but it gives the car a planted, aggressive stance. The license plate is centered, clean, and framed by the wide track. And under the skin, the rear motor and battery are perfectly balanced, giving the car near 50-50 weight distribution, critical for handling and stability. And let's talk presence, because the Polestar 2 isn't trying to scream for attention. It's confident, understated, and elegant. It doesn't need a roaring engine or a massive grille to prove itself. It's for the young professional who values style over flash, the tech-forward driver who wants innovation without pretense, and the commuter who still cares about efficiency. This is a car for people who care about design, range, and real-world usability. It's a daily driver with long-distance comfort, a tech showcase that doesn't feel overwhelming, and a vehicle that proves you don't need six figures to get serious electric range. This isn't just a car, it's a statement. Now let's step inside, because if the exterior is a masterclass in modern minimalism, the interior is where Polestar truly makes its case for the future. Sliding into the cabin, the first thing you notice is the space. Despite its sleek, fastback roofline, the Polestar 2 feels huge inside. That's thanks to Polestar's scalable compact architecture. Designed from the ground up for EVs, with no transmission tunnel, no engine block stealing room. The result? A wheelbase of 111.8 inches. Longer than a Tesla Model 3, which means rear legroom that's nothing short of first class. Even at 6'3", I had over 5 inches of space between my knees and the front seat. And the ceiling? That panoramic glass roof stretches from the base of the windshield all the way to the rear window, making the cabin feel like a lounge in the sky. The materials? Luxurious, sustainable, and meticulously finished. You've got optional nubuck leather, soft, rich, and available in onyx, sand, or forest green. Or go for the eco-conscious weave tech, made from recycled fishing nets and ocean plastics, that feels just as premium. Real open-pore wood trim on the dash and doors. No fake plastic here. Brushed aluminum accents. Every surface you touch feels expensive, tightly assembled and thoughtfully placed. No squeaks, no rattles, just precision craftsmanship that rivals the best in the business. Now look at the dash, because this is where Polestar throws down the gauntlet. Dominating the center is the 14.5-inch vertical touchscreen, clean, minimalist, and powered by Google built-in. It's not just beautiful, it's functional. The interface is clean, responsive, and powered by Android Automotive OS. No lag, no freezing, no hunting through submenus. Climate controls? Always visible at the bottom. Navigation? Crystal clear, with real-time EV routing that factors in elevation, weather, and traffic to maximize range. And here's the genius part. Voice control is seamless. Hey Google, lower the temperature and play some jazz. Done. Hey Google, find the nearest charging station with restrooms. On screen. It even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. Below that, near the center console, is a beautifully crafted crystal gear selector. Not a stock, not a dial, but a sculpted piece of art that glows softly when you start the car. It's angled perfectly toward the driver, minimizing glare. And speaking of lighting, the ambient system here is next level. You've got 32 color options, with zones that can be customized independently. Want a soft blue glow on the footwells and a warm amber on the dash? Done. There's even a mood light feature that shifts colors based on driving mode. Cool blue in eco, warm red in sport. It's not just mood lighting, it's an experience. Seating? Plush, supportive, and available with heating and ventilation. The front seats are 12-way power adjustable, with excellent bolstering for long drives. In the back? Even better. Thanks to that long wheelbase and flat floor, rear passengers get limo-like legroom. And the rear seats are heated, with their own climate controls, USB-C ports, and even a rear touchscreen for adjusting settings. This isn't just a driver's car, it's a full family luxury machine. Storage? Surprisingly practical. There's a deep center console with wireless charging, 2 USB-C ports, and enough room for your phone, wallet, and keys. The door pockets are wide, the glove box is deep, and the rear armrest has cup holders and controls for the rear passengers. And despite being a performance machine, it's got a real trunk, 15.3 cubic feet, which is more than a Tesla Model 3. Plus, there's a front trunk, or frunk, with another 3.2 cubic feet of space. That's enough for groceries, a carry-on, or charging cables. For a car this sleek, it's shockingly livable. Now let's talk tech, because if the design and interior are impressive, the technology is where the Polestar 2 truly separates itself from the pack. Polestar has equipped the updated 2 with one of the most advanced tech suites in its class. And it's all designed to make your life easier, not more complicated. Starting with driver assistance. Pilot Assist combines adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, traffic jam assist, and hands-free highway driving in select regions. It uses a combination of cameras, radar, and ultrasonic sensors to deliver confident, smooth automation. It can handle lane changes, on-ramp merging, and even stop-and-go traffic with near-human intuition. And if you take your hands off the wheel too long, a gentle chime reminds you to stay focused, no harsh disengagements. But it's not just about automation, it's about connectivity. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto? Fully supported, both wireless. Bluetooth 5.2, Wi-Fi hotspot, over-the-air updates, all standard. You can update the car's software while you sleep, adding new features, improving performance, or enhancing safety without ever visiting a dealership. Polestar has already rolled out multiple major updates since launch, improving everything from voice recognition to battery management. Voice control? Hey Google wakes the system instantly, and it understands natural speech. Hey Google, lower the temperature and play some jazz. Done. Hey Google, find the nearest charging station with restrooms. On screen. It even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. And then there's the Polestar app, your digital key and command center. Lock or unlock the car from your phone. Precondition the cabin before you get in. Monitor charging status. Activate the welcome lighting sequence. You can even honk the horn or flash the lights if you're trying to find it in a crowded parking lot. It's seamless, intuitive, and deeply integrated. One of the coolest features? The welcome light sequence. When you approach the car, the headlights and taillights animate in sync, the doors unlock silently, and the interior glows to life, all without pressing a button. It's not just convenient, it's emotional. It makes you feel like the car is happy to see you. And for those who love personalization, the Polestar 2 lets you save multiple driving profiles, customize screen layouts, and even set preferred charging times to take advantage of off-peak electricity rates. This isn't just a car, it's a smart, connected lifestyle device. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, performance. Because all the luxury and tech in the world mean nothing if the car doesn't deliver when you stomp the throttle. And here, the Polestar 2 doesn't just deliver, it glides. Under the skin, you've got a single rear motor on the base model, producing 250 horsepower and 277 lb-ft of torque, efficient, smooth, and perfect for daily driving. The long-range dual-motor version steps up with dual motors, 421 horsepower and 546 lb-ft, for all-wheel drive and serious acceleration. And the numbers? They're impressive. The dual motor hits 60 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds. The base RWD model does it in 6.2. Top speed? 125 miles per hour, electronically limited, of course. And it does it all with a calm, almost eerie composure. There's no drama, no wheel spin, no lurching, just a relentless surge of acceleration that pins you to the seat. It's not violent, it's authoritative. But it's not just about straight-line speed. The handling? Razor sharp. The Polestar 2 gets adaptive suspension with rear-wheel steering, up to 5 degrees of counterphase steering at low speeds for tighter turns, and in-phase at high speeds for stability. The result? A car that feels smaller than it is, dancing through corners with precision and balance. The steering is weighted perfectly, not too light, not too heavy, with real feedback coming through the wheel. And the brakes? Massive steel discs with optional performance pads, bringing this 4,600-pound beast to a stop from 60 miles per hour in just 110 feet. That's supercar territory. And the best part? It's comfortable. Even in sport mode, the ride is supple, soaking up bumps and imperfections without crashing or jittering. Switch to eco mode, and it glides over the road like a magic carpet. There's no noise, no engine roar, no tire hum, no wind whistle. Just silence, broken only by the subtle whir of the motors and the soft thump of the suspension. It's serene, calming, and yet, at any moment, you can unleash pure fury with a flick of your right foot. In real-world driving, it's a dream. On the highway, it's whisper quiet, with minimal wind or road noise. The suspension soaks up expansion joints and potholes without drama. In the city, it's easy to maneuver despite its size, thanks to tight turning circles and excellent visibility. And on twisty backroads, it handles with surprising poise. Body roll is minimal, turn-in is sharp, and the all-wheel drive system keeps you planted through corners. This isn't just a long-range cruiser. It's a genuinely engaging driver's car. Now let's talk about the battery, because what good is all this power if you can't use it without constantly plugging in? The updated Polestar 2 packs a 78 kilowatt-hours lithium-ion battery pack, now optimized for even greater efficiency and longevity. And thanks to the 400-volt architecture, it's incredibly efficient. EPA estimated range? Up to 340 miles for the RWD long-range model, making it one of the longest-range EVs in its class. That's more than a Tesla Model 3 standard range, more than a BMW i4, and competitive with the Hyundai Ioniq 6. In real-world driving, we saw around 310 miles on a mixed highway and city route, which is outstanding for a midsize electric fastback. But the real magic is in charging. With 150 kilowatts peak charging capability, the Polestar 2 can add up to 150 miles of range in just 10 minutes. We timed it, from 10% to 80% in 24 minutes and 18 seconds. That's not the fastest in class, but it's still quick enough for a coffee break. It uses the CCS standard, but Polestar also offers a free adapter for Tesla's NACS network, meaning you can plug into the vast majority of superchargers across the US. And with the upcoming integration into the Tesla network, Polestar 2 owners will have access to over 15,000 chargers nationwide. No range anxiety here, just freedom. Now let's be real, no car is perfect. So let's break down the pros, the cons, and how it stacks up against the competition. 3 major pros. First, the range. At 340 miles, it beats nearly every rival in its price class, a true long-distance champion. Second, the design. The Polestar 2 is arguably the most striking electric fastback under $60,000, sleek, aggressive, and timeless. Third, the value. At under $55,000 fully loaded, it undercuts rivals by thousands while offering more range, better efficiency, and superior build quality. Now the cons. 1. The charging speed. At 150 kilowatts, it's slower than rivals like the Kia EV6 or Hyundai Ioniq 6, which support 235 kW+. 2. Brand perception. Polestar still fights the niche brand image, even though the 2 is anything but niche. And the competition? The Tesla Model 3 offers quicker acceleration and a more established software ecosystem, but it lacks the refinement and design elegance of the Polestar 2. The Hyundai Ioniq 6 has similar range, but slightly less driver engagement. The BMW i4 is more driver-focused, but it has less range and slower charging. So where does the Polestar 2 win? In balance, it's the only EV in its class that combines Scandinavian minimalism with real-world performance and efficiency. It beats the Model 3 in design. It outshines the i4 in quietness. But it lacks the third-row seating of an SUV, and it's not as widely recognized as a status symbol, yet. So, final verdict? The updated 2026 Polestar 2 with 340-plus mile range isn't just a great electric fastback. It's a landmark achievement. It proves that an EV can be luxurious, efficient, powerful, and stunningly beautiful, all at once and without breaking the bank. It's for the driver who wants serious range without the luxury tax, for the tech enthusiast who craves innovation, for the value seeker who wants more for less. But is it for everyone? No. If you need over 350 miles of range, if you want a more established luxury badge, or if you're not ready to embrace a newer EV platform, this might not be your car. But if you want the perfect blend of style, substance, and silent power, the Polestar 2 is as close as it gets today. So, what do you think? Is this the most underrated electric fastback on the road? Would you trade brand prestige for that level of range and efficiency? Or would you go for something more proven? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and comment below what car you want reviewed next.